Our top story tonight, fiery reaction from Sheriff Donny Youngblood on the ongoing Zack Scrivner criminal investigation. The sheriff, for the first time, sharing his thoughts on the 5 felony counts the former Kern supervisor faces. 17's Jenny Hudd joining us now with the details. Jenny?
The sheriff was straightforward, saying he disagrees with the charges and that Scrivner is receiving special treatment due to his family and political connections. But Scrivner's attorney vehemently disagreed with Youngblood's assessment.
I told you 10 months ago if I disagreed, I would tell you, and I totally disagree. I think that he's receiving preferential treatment.
Thursday on 17 News at sunrise, Sheriff Donny Youngblood breaking his silence on the 5 felony counts Scrivner faces, 3 counts of willful child cruelty and 2 counts of possessing assault rifles. At his arraignment, Scrivner and his attorney Sala pleaded not guilty to all 5 charges. One main public concern Youngblood addressed: why there were no sex crime charges despite the complaint stating allegations such as, quote, sexually penetrate, injure, cause, and permit a child to suffer and to be inflicted with unjustifiable physical pain and mental suffering.
First of all, we did the investigation. They reviewed our investigation. There were no sex charges, even though in the charging documents they articulate a sex crime, PC 288, and then they don't charge him with that crime, which means he will never have to register as a sex offender. In my opinion, this will be plea bargained off down the road. And ultimately will be a nothing. But he'll never be proven guilty of a sex crime because he wasn't charged with it. We do have to let it run the process, but in my opinion, a deal has already been made, and we'll see down the road if I'm wrong, or if I'm wrong, I'll be standing up here telling you I was wrong.
With all due respect to the sheriff, he's not a lawyer, and there are certain elements that need to be proved beyond a reasonable doubt, which the sheriff did not mention. Just in this particular charge, could not be proved and cannot be proved beyond a reasonable doubt.
So everything that's detailed in the complaint, such as the penetration that's mentioned, the fact that the supervisor was under mind or mood altering substances and, treated the victim inappropriately, all of those charges you deny?
Well, yes.
If you deny all those allegations, are you essentially saying the victim's claims are false then?
I am saying my client is innocent.
Are there victims in the case?
We're going to have to wait for I don't believe that there are victims in this case.
The fired up Youngblood did not hold back.
And I'm really disappointed in not only the 10 months that it took, but the charges that they charged him with. He walked into courtroom, never booked. Even the President of the United States was booked, photographed, and fingerprinted. Zack Scrivner was not. The judge, Mr. Sala, the AG, had some type of deal where he walked into court, walked out on his own recognizance, never having been arrested.
Sala was quick to call out the sheriff.
In my opinion, he should have been much more objective and let the case play out in a court of law.
Sala says there was no quote-unquote side deal and that Scrivner was released on his own recognizance because he did not pose a flight risk or public safety threat. Sala says he was notified Thursday afternoon the complaint would be filed and immediately worked with the California Department of Justice to schedule an arraignment.
There's a lot that happened that evening that the public doesn't know about. And so we can't jump to conclusions.
17 News asked viewers whether they thought there's special treatment. 92% of voters said yes, Scrivner is receiving special treatment. Only 8% said no, he is not.
I'm one of the 92%. There's a difference between treating someone differently than preferential treatment. He was treated differently from the very beginning because he was a sitting supervisor. He was the nephew of the sitting district attorney.
Which is why the case was prosecuted by the state.
But preferential treatment, I think the public is absolutely right on. They're watching this unfold. And, we get accused of corruption quite frequently, and sometimes we feel like we need to stand up and prove it. And this is a perfect example of not how you handle a case like this.
Sala argues, if anything, Scrivner received the opposite of preferential treatment.
He should not have been charged with those felonies. That was heavy-handed. I can assure you 100% the district attorney, Cynthia Zimmer, had no involvement whatsoever.
I don't care about Zack Scrivner. I don't care about Sala. I care about the victims and how we treat them.
Now, we have not heard back from the DA's office as of news time. Sala adds that Scrivner remains primarily concerned about how the case is affecting his 4 children. Jenny Hudd, 17 News.